Hello? Good evening, friends. Already falling asleep, are we? Should I leave spells disabled or enabled? That is the question. He's invisible. It would be funny if we're just kind of hanging out and someone decides to play Shark 47 times in a row. To keep them on, we could. We could do that. Who here... I have a very limited understanding of ASMR. How familiar is everyone here with what ASMR is? Who wants to explain it? Define it for me. In the chat. My understanding is that it's usually pretty calm, pretty relaxed. Hey Gloria, you don't like ASMR? What don't you like about ASMR? It's quiet sounds. You know, some folks have really fancy microphones that are really good and really specifically designed for ASMR. The really crazy ones look like a pair of ears. Have you guys seen those? They're super weird. That one Spider-Man guy. I don't know the Spider-Man guy. Tell me about Spider-Man guy. Who is the Spider-Man? Is that the S in ASMR? Audio Spider-Man. I guess you could be the S and the M. The sounds are annoying. What sounds annoy you the most? Are there any sounds that you enjoy? I know that sounds like a weird question if you've never been asked it before, but if you think about it, there are many sounds that we probably all enjoy without thinking about it. Whether that's the soft crunch of leaves beneath your feet on an autumn day. You have sensitive ears. Wouldn't that make you more prone to enjoying ASMR? I might be wrong about that. There's a TikToker that dresses as Spider-Man and he makes anti-ASMR. I am unfamiliar. Anti-ASMR sounds like that would be the really loud sounds. The really loud banging on pots and pans and screaming and all kinds of awful stuff. You like the sounds of your cat, like purring, perhaps? Mewing. Mewing has a different meaning these days, but back in my day, mewing was what a cat would do, not what a bunch of them kids these days with their what is it? It's like some sort of jaw exercise. His most famous clip is him destroying his mic with a cheese grater. You know, funny story about that. No, there's no funny story. I don't have a cheese grater. The only thing I can think of as far as funny stories go is I don't have a cheese grater, but I did have a cheese wire. And, well, I used to have a cheese wire. I think that's what they're called. It's basically a wire between two sort of tongs that you use to cut slices of cheese if you didn't, have them pre-sliced at the store or something. And one particularly stalwart block of cheese decided that a cheese wire wasn't going to be enough. The cheese won that day and the wire lost. A cheese wire. Yeah, one of those, it's like I think it's called something like that. Cheese wire. I'm Googling. I'm Googling now. Cheese wire. Yeah. Yeah, you get a general idea of what I'm talking about if you just Google cheese wire. It's not quite what I had, but like that. I know one of my favorite sounds is running the coffee maker, which you would think is typically kind of on the loud side, but it's that sort of churning of the coffee maker, and then just the anticipation of being able to smell a fresh batch of coffee. We're not really doing coffee this evening. I thought maybe I would make a pot of tea and hang out with all of you and talk about, I don't know, whatever we want to talk about, or Inca Games stuff, and gently drift off into Sleepy Land, maybe. I don't know. To be frank, would never think of using a wire to cut cheese. Normally, I try to keep my cheese pre-sliced or shredded these days, seeing as the last time I had to cut cheese with a wire, it went badly. It's really weird not seeing my face. Imagine if I became a faceless YouTuber. Lots of people do that. Keep it that way if you want to. I thought, and again, my experience with ASMR is very limited, but I thought we would go faceless and focus mostly on the audio. I don't think this is the real MagicManMo. I guess there's no way to prove it because I'm not visible. You can't see me, so maybe I am a doppelganger. Perhaps. It's possible. Who knows? I do have a mug. I've actually got 2 mugs. I can share with all of you in spirit if you would like to. If you would like to share in the tea making. I haven't brewed it yet. I've got some tea bags and a little, it's like a little foil thing. A little foil contraption. I can't find here we go. There we go. I have a tea bag. It's a green tea. Less caffeine than black. Faceless YouTubers have recently gone downhill due to a certain dreamy guy. See, the thing about YouTube is that it's very big. So if you think that they've gone downhill, there's plenty of people out there that have no idea who Dreamy Guy is. And that they're all doing just fine. That's some good ASMR sounds, right? I don't have a fancy ASMR setup. It's not the kind of thing that I normally do. So I don't know how well all of this will come through. I don't feel like I have an ASMR voice. I'm not, like, deep enough. See if you guys can hear me pour this in. You're absolutely right that MagicManMo is not normally a coffee guy. I mean, not normally a tea guy. He's a coffee guy. So we don't have a tea kettle. And we're also not in my kitchen. So we are jury rigging our coffee maker in our studio to make some hot water that we're going to pour into our mug with our green tea and enjoy ourselves some tea. So you might be able to gently hear the brewing of the coffee maker. It's one of the sounds I enjoy. It's not typically considered a calming sound, but I enjoy it. Felix from Stray Kids. I'm not familiar with who that is. Who is that? Who is this Felix from Stray Kids? See, that's the sound I enjoy. Do you hear that? Member of a popular K-pop group. I don't know all the K-pop groups. At one point in time, I maybe knew one or two, but no longer. My K-pop phase was many years ago. I would spend long hours in what was essentially a massive study hall. There was a study block at the community college I went to school in years ago, that after your classes, a lot of folks would go to for tutoring or computer use or just a free table to use for work. And I would make my way to this area and open up my laptop and turn on, like I say, at the time, you know, I was in a K-pop, J-pop phase, so I'd turn on something like that, or my usual alternative pop or something along those lines, and work on either homework or actually editing a YouTube video instead of doing my homework back in the very early days. You know, it's funny, the name BTS, back in the day, before they were a K-pop group, most people used the acronym BTS for behind the scenes. And I remember that confusing a lot of people when BTS, the K-pop group, started getting big, is that a lot of folks that didn't know what K-pop was, that were using the acronym BTS on YouTube, were getting assaulted by BTS fans who were unfamiliar with like vlog type content, like, hey, you're using this acronym and you're just using it to get attention. And people were like, what are you talking about? Oh, you're just piggybacking off of the attention of this K-pop group. And all these vloggers were like, we don't know what you're talking about. BTS of Oppenheimer, yeah. In a post K-pop BTS world, people probably thought it was a K-pop Oppenheimer smash-up of some kind. That's what happens when you end up with a lot of acronyms that a large group of, I'll say, pop culture power users get very accustomed to one version of the acronym, but there are other kinds. In video games, I think the acronym AC is the most abused acronym. It could be Animal Crossing, it could be Assassin's Creed, it could be Armored Core. I think there are a few others, they're not jumping to mind, but you'll see that in the gaming community where you'll get an acronym and everyone uses the acronym, but if you're not like from that specific community and you, like, say you're just passing by, you're like, what are we talking about? It would be very easy to be very confused. FPS, usually that's first person shooter. Or do you mean in the FPS genre for AC? We've just about got our water heated here. I probably got far too much for 2 mugs. I've got enough water brewing here for like 4. How much tea can you all drink? I've got several bags of tea. How do you all take your tea? Do you take it with milk and honey? I've got honey. I don't have milk. I've actually got a lot of honey that I've acquired basically from the wrong delivery of product when I was working in food. Our delivery driver left us an entire box of honey that we didn't need and never came back to collect. And so I just kind of kept it. They literally didn't come back for it, and we didn't order it. So as far as I was concerned, it was free honey. And so now I have more honey than I'll probably use ever. Do you only drink tea when you're sick, or did you stop after then? I'm not a big tea drinker either. But from time to time, I like to mix it up and indulge in something a little lighter. I drink my coffee dark and black, so it's a very potent and bitter flavor, but sometimes you don't want something that is quite that much. With sugar, I've got sugar. Do you usually put your sugar in after you've poured, or do you put it in before and then try to let the hot water sort of mix with the sugar and then stir? Have you ever given that any thought whatsoever? That's probably a crazy thought. I'm the type of person, I always like to put everything like into my cup first and then pour and then I give it a mix. But I'm also a weirdo, so maybe that's weird. Flavored waters like those Kool-Aid packets. I don't think Kool-Aid packets, once you put a Kool-Aid packet into your water, it's no longer flavored water, it is Kool-Aid. It becomes its own substance altogether. Those flavored packets, I guess they were more like plastic jugs or whatever they were. Do you guys remember like Mio? And there were other ones, I'm sure. But those were really big for quite some time, and then just kind of... Well, they didn't vanish, but I don't ever see anyone using them anymore. The ones where you get only a drop or two out of a... Like, you squeeze just a drop or two into your bottle of water, and the whole thing's flavored. Those were very big for a while. Or you can get those weird scent packets that you can put in the end of your bottle. You can smell the water. Here, can you hear that coffee pot grumbling? That's what I call the coffee pot purring. Go ahead and stop that from beeping at me. That's a little less ASMR-y, is sudden beeping. I apologize. Agua de sabor? Isn't that just literally flavored water? There we go. Let me pour you some tea here. I couldn't tell you how well that came out, but I've got another mug here. Let me pour me some tea too. How long do you steep your tea for? A packet of flavored dust, dump it in a jar with 2 liters of water, mix it with a spoon. Yeah, the one I remember wasn't dust, it was an actual, like, liquid in its own right. But same idea, exactly. Mango, lime, fruit punch. Drink any liquid in 2 sips. You don't savor it? You don't savor? Ooh, far too hot. Do you feel that you enjoy your food, or do you feel that you more or less eat just for sustenance? I feel like I certainly lived a point in time once where it was less about enjoying eating and more about just getting it over with so I can move on to the next thing. Which I feel like isn't the best relationship to have with food, I suppose. But hey, Isaac, welcome to our ASMR stream. We're hanging out and talking softly and drinking tea. It's very warm. I don't think I'll be sipping this down in 2 sips anytime soon. Still far too warm. But that's okay. Just chilling on your bed, excellent. Maybe let our very soft stream lull you into slumber, perhaps. I'm not one that normally partakes in the ASMR community, and so I'm not sure how people use it. If it's a sleep aid. I did, for giggles, I did ask ChatGPT because I thought that would be more fun than Googling it. That way there's sort of a sense of not knowing what's accurate and what's not. But I figured it'd probably understand this. And I asked ChatGPT, I said, hey, what is ASMR? And it said, ASMR, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, refers to a tingling sensation that some people experience in response to certain auditory or visual stimuli. This sensation often starts on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and spine. Common triggers include soft sounds like whispering, tapping, crinkling. Do I have anything to crinkle? Or personal attention scenarios, which, to be honest, is really just all my streams, but many people find ASMR videos relaxing and use them to help with sleep or reduce anxiety. No way? No way what? Speaking of warm, this morning I ate cup noodle cup, and I ate it too soon and burned my tongue. I can still feel it stinging, so lesson learned. You say you've learned your lesson, but can you think of other times in the past where you have also eaten too fast and burned your tongue? I do that often with pizza. I think I've learned my lesson, to let it cool for long enough to bite into, and yet I never do learn my lesson. And my next pizza eating experience involves me biting into a hot pizza that immediately burns the roof of my mouth. No way, whispering. I'm mostly just talking softly, or at least as softly as my microphone picks up. I could try actually whispering into the microphone too. I don't know if it'll be so quiet that people won't be able to hear me. I don't know if that's too quiet. Would it be weird if I just continued the rest of the stream whispering at you instead of conversing with you? I feel like it would be strange, but if it's not strange, we could do that too. See, this is probably one of the only times where Isaac is allowed to post an emoji of a bed and a yawning face, and I'm literally not offended because that's kind of the entire point of this stream. Yeah, it is strange, but shall I keep doing that? Shall I keep whispering? There's a lot of things that we do on stream that's very strange. I've done many strange things on stream. I've done many strange things throughout the course of my entire YouTube career. And, you know, since it's on YouTube, it's been on video or stream, and you all just kind of either watch it or move on with your lives. Whispering into the microphone. That might be a fun challenge one day, is to do an entire, like, let's play horror horror video game or something, where I'm not allowed to be loud. I have to be very, very quiet. Would that be entertaining, or would that just be really strange as well? Oh, do I sound like I'm on your left? Do I sound like I'm on your right yet? I'm supposed to have stereo sound turned on, but I'm not entirely sure if it's working. I tried to test to see if stereo was on, but I don't think it is. Hey, Super Shaz, welcome. You wouldn't mind another ASMR in the future? No, I'm in the middle. Oh, good. I think it might be working. I'm supposed to be able to move all around my microphone, so if you have stereo headsets or headphones or whatever, I should be able to sound like I'm kind of moving around my microphone a little bit. I don't have one of the really fancy microphones, so it won't be as strong as others, but Barry's in bed. Barry's asleep. He's gone to bed. It's just you and me. Just you and your pal MagicManMo sipping on some tea together. It's starting to cool off enough that I can enjoy it. It's still hot, but you know, cool enough. I don't want to wake Barry up. Have you ever had to wake someone up before? It feels so mean to wake someone up. What's with the bald eagle? Who's the bald eagle? What else should we ask ChatGPT? Since we're here, should we ask ChatGPT if they enjoy ASMR? Why is your anxiety skyrocketing? I asked ChatGPT if they enjoy ASMR, and it just says, I don't have sensory experiences like humans do, but I understand why many people find ASMR relaxing and enjoyable. The combination of soothing sounds and gentle visuals can create a comforting atmosphere. And then ChatGPT asked me, do you have any favorite ASMR triggers? And I feel like the word trigger is the wrong word to use here. but I know what it means, I guess. It would be so sad to be ChatGPT. I don't think ChatGPT can be sad. I'm closing my eyes, trying to imagine a nice environment, but I am now imagining a dark figure whispering behind me. Well, replace that dark figure with a very light figure. You forget how white I am. I kind of glow slightly in the dark. Imagine I am just your gentle night light in the corner of your room, keeping the monsters at bay. Hey Rain, welcome to the stream. Ask ChatGPT what is my current location and what is my credit card number with the 3 digits on the back for some funny replies. Really? Would it do that? Insert the "it's free real estate" meme. How do I insert a meme into ChatGPT? Okay, let me... do you guys like the sound of keyboards tapping? Should I tap as loud as I can? Let's see. Let me know if you hear it. Maybe you won't. Tapping keyboard sounds is always a really fun one. I'm not like super attached to like mechanical keyboards like some people are, but I do admit that it is pleasing to the ear. I asked ChatGPT what is my current location and what is my credit card number with the 3 digits on the back. And it said, I can't access personal information like your location or credit card details. It's important to keep that kind of information private and secure. If you have any other questions or need assistance, feel free to ask. I'm gonna tell it, but it's free real estate. Except that I can't spell estate. There we go. It says, classic meme. If it's free real estate, then it's a great opportunity. Got any other funny references or memes you like? But Barberry's asleep, Rain. He's gone to bed early. He was feeling a little bit under the weather. Should I pour him a third mug of tea? In case he wakes up, I can mix it with honey and sugar. Now that I'm thinking of more memes, I'm thinking of Billy Mays. Billy Mays here. Hold on. Hang on. Can I Google up? Hang on. Billy Mays script. I want to see if I can find a transcript of Billy Mays so that I can whisper excitedly at you as if I'm Billy Mays. Oh wait, I found a transcript. Transcripts for 21 of Billy Mays' most popular infomercials. Oh, this is fantastic. Are you on your feet all day? Does the contact pounding cause your ankles, knees, and back to ache? Hi, Billy Mays here for the world's greatest insole, Impact Gel. Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? I don't have a hammer, hold on. I'll just knock gently. That's my hammer. To show you the amazing protection you get from Impact Gel. And this hammer is real. The same gel technology is used in our Impact Gel insoles. If you have sore, tired, aching feet, Impact Gel absorbs more shocking pressure than other insoles. Unlike regular insoles that break down over time, Impact Gel is injected into the areas that provide pressure relief where you need it most. The heels and balls of your feet. The gel never breaks down, and when impact occurs, The insole soaks up the shock and the force now ripples throughout the gel pads. No regular insoles can do that. Even after continuous pounding, these M&Ms don't break. Imagine the relief you'll feel in all kinds of shoes. They even work in cowboy boots. I use them, and they work. Talk about shock absorbency. I'm going to run over my hand with this 6,000-pound car. Now that's the power of protection of impact gel. Whether you're a runner, a professional, or a stay-at-home mom, you deserve the comfort of impact gel. Stop spending hundreds on inferior insoles. Remember, nothing absorbs a shock quite like impact gel. Call now and get a pair of our impact gel insoles for only $29.99. But that's not all. We'll also send you a pair of our impact gels inserts free. They're perfect for dress shoes and casual wear. But I'm still not done. Call right now and we'll double the offer. Just pay separate shipping and handling. That's right. You'll get 2 sets of insoles and 2 sets of inserts. A $90 value. All for $29.99. Here's how to order. That was amazing. I think Billy Mays ASMR really does have a future on YouTube. Did anybody else get a kick out of that? I thought that was hilarious. Search up Krakatoa eruption on YouTube. I don't think there was video cameras back then. I don't think a YouTube existed back in the explosion of Krakatoa. I'm terrified to read. I'll search it up, Rain. I'll search it up. King Bach is a comedy genius. He made this one time where he asked his friend some ice cream, and so his friend replies, "Only a spoonful," and this leads to King Bach pulling out a comically large spoon. I did it. Or did you want me to say that to ChatGPT? I may have misunderstood the assignment. Krakatoa eruption, real sound, 1883. I have my doubts that it will be the real sound. I'm terrified to click on this. What if it's loud? What if it's inappropriate for an ASMR stream? What if it damages poor Derica's ears? What if we wake up Isaac? We can't wake up Isaac and the bald eagles. They'll come for us and peck our eyes out. It's bad. Maybe I should listen to it on my phone and not on my computer, and then I'll know what it sounds like to see if it's appropriate. Should I do that? Nah, not good. Oh no. Is it just like a random man yelling like one obscene word for 18 seconds? It's an 18-second long video. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that being a thing. Let me vet it out for you. Okay, I just listened to it. I wanted to make sure it was okay, and it's actually kind of terrifying. If you guys have ever watched Marble Hornets about Slender Man, if you listen to the Krakatoa eruption sound and pitch it just right, it kind of sounds like some of the weird sound effects from that video series. Not to remind you of a spooky, scary horror series this late at night during an ASMR stream, but that's what it literally sounds like. It's extremely loud. Well, I wouldn't have played it loud for you, but the sound itself was like kind of creepy, actually. It says it was the real sound from 1883. And I don't know how they captured that. I guess you could capture audio in 1883. I don't know when all that stuff was invented. I'll be honest with you. They warned you, they did. Oh, it's okay. I'm not creeped out. I'm okay. I'll survive. I'm just saying the sound was creepy. Should I read another Billy Mays script? They used cans to capture the sound and covered it so the sound doesn't escape. I think that's canonically what I'm going to believe from now on. It's like when you make a telephone out of cans and a string. I never got to do that as a kid. We never really had a can, but I definitely had string. But I did have a brother, and he and I think, were supremely disappointed that we never had the opportunity to have a string and a can telephone. What about reading the whole script of the B movie? Is that available? There's a thing called bmovie.txt. Do you think that's the actual script? Oh my god, I think it is. I don't know how to read a script though and not be, like, incredibly confused. Scripts.com, B-Movie by Jerry Seinfeld. Narrator. Black screen with text. The sound of buzzing bees can be heard. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway. Because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Barry Benson. Barry is picking out a shirt. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Oh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Janet Benson. Barry, breakfast is ready. Barry, coming. Hang on a second. Barry uses his antenna like a phone. Hello. Adam Flayman through the phone. Barry, Adam. Can you believe this is happening? Barry, I can't. I'll pick you up. Barry flies down the stairs. Martin Benson, looking sharp. Janet, use the stairs. Your father paid good money for those. Barry, sorry, I'm excited. Martin, here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. A perfect report card. All B's. Janet, very proud. Rubs Barry's hair. Barry, Ma, I got a thing going here. Janet, you got lint on your fuzz. Barry, ow, that's me. Is this what you wanted, Derica? There's a lot of script here. We could read the whole thing tonight if you wanted. Read this, Mo. Are you talking about the B-movie script? I can continue. Janet, wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Bye. Barry flies out the door. Janet, Barry, I told you. Stop flying in the house. Barry drives through the hive and is waved at by Adam, who is reading a newspaper. Barry. Hey, Adam. Adam. Hey, Barry. Adam gets in Barry's car. Is that fuzz gel? Barry. A little. Special day graduation. Adam. Never thought I'd make it. Barry pulls away from the house and continues driving. Barry. 3 days grade school. 3 days high school. Adam. Those were awkward. Barry. 3 days college. I'm glad I took a day and hitchhiked around the hive. Adam. You did come back different. Barry and Adam pass by Artie, who is jogging. Artie. Hi, Barry. Barry. Artie growing a mustache. Looks good. Adam. Hear about Frankie? Barry. Yeah. Adam. You going to the funeral? Barry. No, I'm not going to his funeral. Everybody knows. Sting someone, you die. Don't waste it on a squirrel. Such a hothead. Adam. I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. The car does a barrel roll on the loop-shaped bridge and lands on the highway. I love this incorporating an amusement park into our regular day. Barry. I guess that's why they say we don't need vacations. Barry parallel parks the car and together they fly over the graduating students. Boy, quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. Barry and Adam sit down and put on their hats. Rain, or are you trying to get me to say some sort of weird chemical compound? Looks like methanol threonylglutamine. I don't know how to say that. It's a very big word. Well, Adam, today we are men. Adam, we are. Barry, be men. Adam, amen. Barry and Adam, hallelujah. Barry and Adam both have a happy spasm. Spasm, what the freak? Announcer. Students, faculty, distinguished B's. Please welcome Dean Buswell. Dean Buswell. Welcome new Hive City, graduating class of 9. That concludes our ceremonies and begins your career at Hunex Industries. Adam, will we pick our job today? Adam and Barry get into a tour bus. Barry, I heard it's just orientation. Tour buses rise out of the ground and the students are automatically loaded into the buses. Tour guide, heads up, here we go. Announcer, keep your hands and antenna inside the tram at all times. Barry, wonder what it'll be like. Adam, a little scary. Tour guide, welcome to Hunex, a division of UNESCO, and a part of the Hexagon Group. Barry, this is it. Barry and Adam. Wow. Barry. Wow. The bus drives down a road. On either side are the bees' massive, complicated honey-making machines. Tour guide. We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to the hive. Our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble contoured into this soothing sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow, as you know as everyone on bus, honey. The guide has been collecting honey into a bottle, and she throws it into the crowd on the bus, and it is caught by a girl in the back. Adam. That girl was hot. Barry. She's my cousin. Adam. She is? Barry. Yes. We're all cousins. Adam. Right. You're right. Tour guide. At HunX, we constantly strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology. The bus passes a bee wearing a helmet who is being smashed into the ground with fly swatters, newspapers, and boots. He lifts a thumbs up, but you can hear him groan. Adam, what do you think he makes? Barry, not enough. Tour guide, here we have our latest advancement. The Krellman. They pass by a turning wheel with bees standing on pegs, who are each wearing a finger-shaped hat. Barry, wow, what does that do? Tour guide, catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions. Adam, intrigued, can anyone work on the Krellman? Tour guide, of course. Most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job you pick for the rest of your life. Everyone claps except for Barry. Barry, this same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that. Adam, what's the difference? Tour guide, you'll be happy to know that bees, as a species, haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Barry, upset, so you'll just work us to death? We'll sure try. Everyone on the bus laughs except Barry. Barry and Adam are walking back home together. Adam, wow, that blew my mind. Barry, what's the difference? How can you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make. Adam, I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life. Barry, but Adam, how could they never have told us that? Adam, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. Barry, you ever think maybe things work a little too well here? Adam, like what? Give me one example. Barry and Adam stop walking, and it is revealed to the audience that hundreds of cars are speeding by and narrowly missing them in perfect unison. Barry, I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. Announcer, please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Barry, wait a second, check it out. The pollen jocks fly in, circling around and landing in line. Hey, those are pollen jocks. Adam, wow, I've never seen them this close. Barry, they know what it's like outside the hive. Adam, yeah, but some don't come back. Girl bees, hey jocks, hi jocks. The pollen jocks hook up their backpacks to machines that pump the nectar to trucks, which drive them away. Luloduva, you guys did great. You're monsters. You're sky freaks. I love it. Punching the pollen jocks in joy. I love it. Adam, I wonder where they were. Barry, I don't know. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. You can't just decide to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that. Adam, right. Barry and Adam are covered in some pollen that floated off of the pollen jocks. Barry, look at that. There's more pollen than you and I will see in a lifetime. Adam, It's just a status symbol. Bees make too much of it. Barry. Perhaps, unless you're wearing it, and the ladies see you wearing it. Barry waves at two girls standing a little way away from them. You guys need some more tea? I know I do. Derica, what book are you focusing on? Should I quite literally keep reading the entire B-movie script? Because I certainly can. It's not what I had in mind when I started this journey. It's a DBZ fanfic. Oh. Do you want to share any details? Or are you posting it somewhere? Is it I suppose that's the question. Is it for people to read, or is it for yourself? Keep reading it, please. Is this the content you all signed up for? Was the B movie? I should have known. You know, the B movie wasn't that well regarded when it released, but really hit a cult following in the years following. It's kind of funny. It's about an OC. I don't really plan on... I don't know what that word is. Publishing? Did you mean to say publishing? I think you meant to say publishing. I figured it out. I had to squint my eyes and cross my eyes until it made sense. I'll take a sip of my tea and I suppose I can keep reading. Where did we leave off? Ah, yes. Two girls waving in Barry's direction. Adam, those ladies? Aren't they our cousins too? Barry. Distant. Pollen Jock number 1. Look at those two. Pollen Jock number 2. Couple of hive Harrys. Pollen Jock number 1. Let's have fun with them. Girl B number 1. It must be dangerous being a pollen jock. Barry. Yeah, once a bear pinned me against a mushroom. He had a paw on my throat, and with the other, he was slapping me. Slaps Adam with his hand to represent his scenario. Girl B number 2. Oh my. Barry. I never thought I'd knock him out. Girl B number 1 looking at Adam. What were you doing during this? Adam. Obviously I was trying to alert the authorities. Barry. I can autograph that. The pollen jocks walk up to Barry, Adam, and pretend that Barry and Adam really are pollen jocks. Pollen jock number 1. A little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades? Barry. Yeah, gusty. Pollen jock number 1. We're hitting a sunflower patch 6 miles from here tomorrow. Barry. 6 miles, huh? Adam. Barry. Pollen jock number 2. A puddle jump for us, but maybe you're not up for it. Barry. Maybe I am. Adam. You are not. Pollen jock number 1. We're going 0900 at J Gate. What do you think, Buzzy boy? Are you B enough? Barry. I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. The scene cuts to Barry looking out at the Hive City from his balcony at night. Martin. Hey, Hunx. Barry. Dad, you surprised me. Martin. You decide what you're interested in? Barry. Well, there's a lot of choices, but you only get one. Do you ever get bored doing the same job every day? Martin. Son, let me tell you about stirring. You grab that stick and you just move it around and you stir it around. You get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. Barry. You know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey field just isn't right for me. Martin. You were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger. Janet. Your son's not sure he wants to go into honey. Janet. Barry, you're so funny sometimes. Barry. I'm not trying to be funny. Martin. You're not funny. You're going into honey, our son, the stirrer. Janet. You're going to be a stirrer? Barry. No one's listening to me. Martin. Wait till you see the sticks I have. Barry. I could say anything right now. I'm gonna get an ant tattoo. Barry's parents don't listen to him and continue to ramble on. Martin. Let's open up some honey and celebrate. Barry. Maybe I'll pierce my thorax, shave my antenna, shack up with a grasshopper, get a gold tooth and call everybody dog. Janet. I'm so proud. The scene cuts to Barry and Adam waiting in line to get a job. Adam. We're starting work today. Barry. Today's the day. Adam. Come on, all the good jobs will be gone. Barry. Yeah, right. Job lister. Pollen counting, stunt bee, pouring, stirrer, front desk, hair removal, bee in front of the line. Is it still available? Job lister. Hang on. 2 left. One of them's yours. Congratulations. Step to the side. Adam. What'd you get? Bee in front of the line. Picking crud out. Stellar. He walks away. Adam. Wow. Job lister. Couple of newbies? Adam. Yes, sir. Our first day. We are ready. Job lister. Make your choice. Adam and Barry look up at the job board. There are hundreds of constantly changing panels that contain available or unavailable jobs. It looks very confusing. Adam. You want to go first? Barry. No, you go. Adam. Oh my, what's available? Job lister. Restroom attendants open, not for the reason you think. Adam. Any chance of getting the Krellman? Job lister. Sure, you're on. Puts the Krellman finger hat on Adam's head. Suddenly the sign for Krellman closes out. I'm sorry, the Krellman just closed out. Takes Adam's hat off. Wax monkey's always open. Adam. The Krellman opened up again. What happened? Job lister. A bee died. Makes an opening, see? He's dead. Another dead one. Deady. Deadified. 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up. Dead from the neck down. That's life. Adam. Oh, this is so hard. Barry remembers what the pollen jock offered him and flies off. Heating, cooling, stunt bee, pourer, stirrer, humming, inspector number 7, lint coordinator, stripe supervisor, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should... Barry? Adam turns around and sees Barry flying away. Barry! Pollen jock. All right, we've got the sunflower patch in quadrant 9. Adam. Through the phone. What happened to you? Where are you? Barry. I'm going out. Adam. Out? Out where? Barry. Out there. Adam. Oh no. Barry. I have to, before I go to work for the rest of my life. Adam. You're gonna die. You're crazy. Barry hangs up. Hello? Pollen jock number 2. Another call coming in. If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd that gets their roses today. Barry. Hey guys. Pollen jock number 1. Look at that. Pollen jock number 2. Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday? Luloduva. Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted. Pollen jock number 1. It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up. Puts hand on Barry's shoulder. Luloduva to Barry. Really? Feeling lucky, are you? B with a clipboard to Barry. Sign here, here, just initial that. Thank you. Luloduva. Okay, you got a rain advisor today. And as you all know, bees cannot fly in rain. So be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, bubbling like a cicada. Barry. That's awful. Loluduva, still talking through megaphone. And a reminder for you rookies. Bee law number 1. Absolutely no talking to humans. All right, launch positions. Pollen jocks. The pollen jocks run into formation. Buzz, 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 buzz. Luloduva. Black and yellow. Pollen jocks. Hello. Pollen jock number 1 to Barry. You ready for this, hot shot? Barry. Yeah, bring it on. Pollen jock number 1. Wind check. Antenna check. Nectar check. Wings check. Stinger check. Barry, scared out of my shorts, check. Luloduva. Okay, ladies, let's move it out. Pound those petunias, you striped stem suckers. All of you, drain those flowers. The pollen jocks fly out of the hive. Barry. Wow, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. I feel so fast and free. Box kite. Barry flies through the kite. Wow! Flowers! A pollen jock puts on some high-tech goggles that shows flowers similar to heat sink goggles. Pollen jock. This is blue, leader. We have roses visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold. Roses. Pollen jock number 1. 30 degrees, roger. bringing it around. Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. The pollen jock fires a high-tech gun at the flower, shooting tubes that suck up the nectar from the flower and collects it into a pouch on the gun. Barry. That is one nectar collector. Pollen jock number 1. Ever see pollination up close? Barry. No, sir. Pollen jock number 1. Barry and the pollen jock fly over the field. The pollen jock sprinkles pollen as he goes. I pick up some pollen here, sprinkle it over there. Maybe a dash over there. A pinch on that one. See that? It's a little bit of magic. Barry. That's amazing. Why do we do that? Pollen jock number 1. That's pollen power. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us. Barry. Cool. Pollen jock number 1. I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Pollen jock number 2. Copy that visual. Wait, one of these flowers seems to be on the move. Pollen jock number 1. Say again. You're reporting a moving flower? Pollen jock number 2. Affirmative. The pollen jocks land near the flowers, which to the audience are obviously just tennis balls. Ken, in the distance, that was on the line. Pollen jock number 1. This is the coolest. What is it? Pollen jock number 2. I don't know, but I'm loving this color. It smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it. Pollen jock number 1. Yeah, fuzzy. Sticks his hand on the ball, but it gets stuck. Pollen jock number 3. Chemically. The pollen jock finally gets his hand free from the tennis ball. Pollen jock number 1. Careful, guys. It's a little grabby. The pollen jocks turn around and see Barry lying his entire body on top of one of the tennis balls. Pollen jock number 2. My sweet lord of bees. Pollen jock number 3. Candy brain, get off there. Pollen jock number 1, pointing upwards. Problem. A human hand reaches down and grabs the tennis ball that Barry is stuck to. Barry. Guys. Pollen jock number 2. This could be bad. Pollen jock number 3. Affirmative. Vanessa Bloom starts bouncing the tennis ball, not knowing Barry is stuck to it. Barry. Very close. Gonna hurt. Mama's little boy. Barry is being hit back and forth by 2 humans playing tennis. He is still stuck to the ball. Pollen jock number 1. You are way out of position, rookie. Ken. Coming in at you like a missile. Barry flies past the pollen jocks, still stuck to the ball. Barry, in slow motion. Help me. Pollen jock number 2. I don't think these are flowers. Pollen jock number 3. Should we tell him? Pollen jock number 1. I think he knows. Barry. What is this? Ken. Match point. You can start packing up, honey, because you're about to eat it. A pollen jock coughs, which confuses Ken, and he hits the ball the wrong way, with Barry stuck to it, and it goes flying into the city. Barry. Yowzer. Barry bounces around town and gets stuck in the engine of a car. He flies into the air conditioner and sees a bug that was frozen in there. Barry. Ew, gross. The man driving the car turns on the air conditioner, which blows Barry into the car. Girl in car. There's a bee in the car. Do something. Dad driving car. I'm driving. Baby girl. Waving at Barry. Hi, bee. Barry smiles and waves at the baby girl. Guy in back of car. He's back here. He's going to sting me. Girl in car. Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze. Barry freezes as well, hovering in the middle of the car. Grandma in car. He blinked. The grandma whips out some bee spray and sprays everywhere in the car, climbing into the front seat, still trying to spray Barry. Girl in car. Spray him, Granny. Dad driving the car. What are you doing? Barry escapes the car through the air conditioner and is flying high above the ground. Safe. Barry. Wow. The tension level out here is unbelievable. Barry sees that storm clouds are gathering and he can see rain clouds moving into his direction. I gotta get home. Can't fly in rain. Can't fly in rain. A raindrop hits Barry and one of his wings is damaged. Can't fly in rain. A second raindrop hits Barry again and he spirals downwards. Mayday, mayday. Bee going down. World War II plane sound effects are played as he plummets and he crash lands on a plant inside an apartment near the window. Vanessa Bloom. Ken, could you close the window, please? Ken. Hey, check out my new resume. I made it into a fold-out brochure. You see? Folds brochure, resume out. Folds out. Ken closes the window, trapping Barry inside. Barry. Oh no. More humans. I don't need this. Barry tries to fly away, but smashes into the window and falls again. What was that? Barry keeps trying to fly out the window, but he keeps being knocked back because the window is closed. Maybe this time, this time, this time, this time, this time, this. Drapes. Barry taps the glass. He doesn't understand what it is. That is diabolical. Ken. It's fantastic. It's got all my special skills. Even my top 10 favorite movies. Andy. What's number 1? Star Wars. Ken. Nah, I don't go for that. Ken makes finger guns and makes pew pew sounds, and then stops. Kind of stuff. Barry. No wonder we shouldn't talk to them. They're out of their minds. Ken. When I leave a job interview, they're flabbergasted. Can't believe what I say. Barry. Looking at the light on the ceiling. There's the sun. Maybe that's a way out. Starts flying towards the light bulb. I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Barry hits the light bulb and falls into the dip on the table that the humans are sitting at. Ken. I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first I thought it was just me. Andy dips a chip into the bowl and scoops up some dip with Barry on it and is about to put it in his mouth. Wait, stop. B. Andy drops the chip with Barry in fear and backs away. All the humans freak out. Stand back. These are winter boots. Ken has winter boots on his hands, and he is about to smash the bee, but Vanessa saves him last second. Vanessa. Wait. Don't kill him. Vanessa puts Barry in a glass to protect him. Ken.
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me. Vanessa, why does his life have less value than yours? Ken, why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement? Vanessa, I'm just saying all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. Vanessa picks up Ken's brochure and puts it under the glass so she can carry Barry back to the window. Barry looks at Vanessa in amazement. Ken, my brochure. Vanessa, there you go, little guy. Vanessa opens the window and lets Barry out, but Barry stays back and is still shocked that a human saved his life. Ken, I'm not scared of him. It's an allergic thing. Vanessa, put that on your resume brochure. Ken, my whole face could puff up. Andy, and make it one of your special skills. Ken, knocking someone out is also a special skill. Ken walks to the door. Right. Bye, Vanessa. Thanks. Vanessa, next week, yogurt night. Vanessa, sure, Ken. You know, whatever. Vanessa tries to close the door. Ken, you could put carrot chips on there. Vanessa, bye. Closes door, but Ken opens it again. Ken, supposed to be less calories. Vanessa, bye. Closes the door. Fast forward to the next day. Barry is still inside the house. He flies into the kitchen where Vanessa is doing dishes. Barry, talking to himself. I gotta say something. She saved my life. I gotta say something. Alright, here it goes. Turns back. Nah, what would I say? I could really get in trouble. It's a B law. You're not supposed to talk to a human. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to. Barry disguises himself as a character on a food can as Vanessa walks by again. Oh, I can't do it. Come on. No. Yes. No. Do it. I can't. How should I start it? Barry strikes a pose and wiggles his eyebrows. You like jazz? No, that's no good. Vanessa's about to walk past Barry. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. Hi. Vanessa gasps and drops the dishes in fright and notices Barry on the counter. I'm sorry. Vanessa, you're talking. Barry, yes, I know. Vanessa, pointing at Barry. You're talking. Barry. I'm so sorry. Vanessa. No, it's okay. It's fine. I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed. Barry. Well, I'm sure this is very disconcerting. Vanessa. This is a bit of a surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee. Barry. I am. And I'm not supposed to be doing this. Pointing to the living room where Ken tried to kill him last night. But they were all trying to kill me. And if it wasn't for you, I had to thank you. It's just how I was raised. Vanessa stabs her hand with a fork to test whether she's dreaming or not. That was a little weird. Vanessa, I'm talking with a bee. Barry. Yeah. Vanessa, I'm talking to a bee, and the bee is talking to me. Barry, I just want to say I'm grateful. I'll leave now. Barry turns to leave, Vanessa, wait, how did you learn to do that? Barry, flying back. What? Vanessa, the talking thing. Barry, same way you did, I guess. Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up. Vanessa, that's very funny. Barry, yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry with what we have to deal with. Anyway, Vanessa, can I get you something? Barry, like what? Vanessa, I don't know. I don't know. Coffee? Barry, I don't want to put you out. Vanessa, it's no trouble. It takes 2 minutes. It's just coffee. Barry, I hate to impose. Vanessa starts making coffee. Vanessa, don't be ridiculous. Barry, actually I would love a cup. Vanessa, hey, you want rum cake? Barry, I shouldn't. Vanessa, have some. Barry, no, I can't. Vanessa, come on. Barry, I'm trying to lose a couple micrograms. Vanessa, where? Barry, these stripes don't help. Vanessa, you look great. Barry, I don't know if you know anything about fashion. Are you alright? Vanessa, pouring coffee on the floor and missing the cup completely. No. Flash forward in time. Barry and Vanessa are sitting together at a table on top of the apartment building drinking coffee. Barry. He's making the tie in the cab as they're flying up Madison. He finally gets there. He runs up the steps into the church. The wedding is on. And he says, "Watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan. Why would I marry a watermelon?" Barry laughs, but Vanessa looks confused. Vanessa, is that a bee joke? Barry, that's the kind of stuff we do. Vanessa, yeah, different. So what are you gonna do, Barry? Barry stands on top of a sugar cube floating in his coffee and paddles it around with a straw like it's a gondola. Barry, about work? I don't know. I want to do my part for the hive, but I can't do it the way they want. Vanessa, I know how you feel. Barry, you too. Vanessa, sure. My parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist. Barry, really? Vanessa, my only interest is flowers. Barry, our new queen was just elected with that same campaign slogan. Anyways, if you look, Barry points to a tree in the middle of Central Park. There's my hive right now. See it? Vanessa, you're in Sheep Meadow. Barry, yes, I'm right off the turtle pond. Vanessa, no way, I know that area. I lost a toe ring there once. Barry, why do girls put rings on their toes? Vanessa, why not? Barry, it's like putting a hat on your knee. Vanessa, maybe I'll try that. A custodian installing a light bulb looks over at them, but to his perspective, it looks like Vanessa's talking to a cup of coffee on the table. Custodian. You all right, ma'am? Vanessa. Oh yeah, fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee. Barry. Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee. Vanessa. Yeah, it's no trouble. Barry. Sorry I couldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up for the rest of my life. Barry points towards the rum cake. Can I take a piece of this with me? Vanessa. Sure. Here, have a crumb. Vanessa hands Barry a crumb, but it's still pretty big for Barry. Barry. Thanks. Vanessa. Yeah. Barry. Alright, well then. I guess I'll see you around. Or not. Vanessa. Okay, Barry. Barry. And thank you so much again for before. Vanessa. Oh, that was nothing. Barry. Well, not nothing, but anyway. Vanessa and Barry hold hands, but Vanessa has to hold out a finger because her hand is too big, and Barry holds that. The custodian looks over again, and it appears Vanessa's laughing at her coffee again. The light bulb that he was screwing in sparks, and he falls off the ladder. Tea break. How's everybody doing? Everybody fallen asleep yet? You guys still awake? On this sleepy somniferous ASMR. During my reading of the Bee Movie. Small little secret of mine is besides the honey and sugar that we put in our tea, you may have suspected this, but there may have been an extra secret ingredient called Somniferous. A little sleepy time recipe for a little sleepy time tea. As our eyes get droopy and the night gets late, what am I doing with my life? Erica, I ask myself the same question every day. But as we're getting late into the evening and the somniferous tea is taking its hold, and as it gets later, do we have any final requests before we drift away? I just asked because I thought it would be funny. I asked ChatGPT to give us a goodnight message for the chat, and I told ChatGPT that we've been doing an ASMR reading of the Bee Movie script. This is what ChatGPT has to say. Good night, everyone. Thank you for buzzing along with us through the script of Bee Movie. May your dreams be as sweet as honey and filled with all the quirky adventures of Barry B. Benson. Remember to keep that tingle in your ears and a smile on your face. Sleep tight, and we'll see you in the next chapter. I think that's a lovely goodbye. I think that's a lovely goodnight from ChatGPT. I have no other words. Thank you for joining me on this Sleepy Somniferous ASMR experiment. If it was successful, maybe we'll do another one and have a more cohesive theme. This has been my first attempt ever at anything that could be ASMR related, so I didn't know what I was doing, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, oh well. You made it this far. So without any further ado, enjoy the rest of your evening, and good night.